Like a nightmare, Hadum's realm shall soon consume this world. No, it's already begun. Hadum's encroachment does not manifest as physical force. It materializes as a disease, plaguing the body and the mind. Do you see them? Turos are intrinsically incapable of rejecting Tunta's prophecy. However, these rejected that prophecy, calling upon them to move out of their native grounds to fight against Hadum, and for what? Losing their minds to the point where they don't recognize their own people and kicked out of the Grand Chief of Ulutuka's forest, Nkuta? This is only part of the consequences from reviving Kamasil's light, a small omen wrought by the wing of Kamasilvia. This is the encroachment of Hadum that has already begun. It has appeared first in this land and darkness all of the world. It's appeared first in this land, the darkest in all of the world. Oh, okay. Order and balance of 1,000 years toppled in a single moment. Inevitably, the god they serve, Tunta, was consumed by Hadum. Time never stops, even if it appears to flow slowly. Soon, it will cast a shade upon the laughter of all those in the world. You who revived the light back to Kamasil, cut off their horns and their flesh. Feel it for yourself. Realize and repent what you have done with your own two hands, just as the servant of Hadum, Kafris, did. If you don't follow in his footsteps with all your heart, this Kafris journal is nothing but mere fuel for the fire. Okay. Damn, the music is quite exciting. These aren't the mobs that drop the dead god thing, right? These things are super weak. This is the weaklings only for the quest. Oh, okay. Oh, poor pitiful hero of Kamasil, the blood on your hands marks the beginning of your atonement. And pay your respects to Chief Josia Ador, the first Ahib, who burned down our mother Kamasil to save us all. These are her words, spoken to those close to her. Darkness looms, granting no time to look back. Heed those words. Do not dwell on being deceived by the vile tongues of the despicable Ockers, but rid yourself of the looming shadow. Of course, you don't seem to have grasped how the burning of Kamasil could save the world. Here's this journal of Kafris, who once the servant of Hadum. At its end lies the answer we're all looking for. Why haven't you left yet? Does my story sound too far-fetched to you? Your hands are already covered in Turos blood, but you still have doubts? I don't know what to make of you. Whether or not to believe our story or the journal is entirely up to you, or maybe you could ask the daughter of Kafris yourself? We saved her at Salun's border, where she almost got herself killed by the Fallen Ones. Although, thanks to that child, we got involved in armed conflict with the Grana. Yet, we knew it was no use to explain the situation to those foolish canals. Also, did you know that there's another black spirit stalking you? Wait, another black spirit? Heed these words, for in Kafris Journal there is a passage that reads, "The black spirit is desperation's incarnation, and desperation is the best offering to darkness." Shit. Can I read that journal? Nope. Journal given by the Hebe O. Peninsula, and verses written in the final chapter of the Misty Island, Hall of Heroes, both in the shadow and destiny of this world. Alrighty then. By the goddess, huh? What? How did you know I was here? I sense Kamasil's light from you. Are you the wing of Kamasilvia everyone's talking about? Ataraxia. The obsidian ashes shall defend Kamasil to the end. How's Chief Remitoransum? I haven't seen her for a while. Ah, yes, your name is Fakal, right? I'm Ataraxia, a dark knight, as you can see. But how did you know I was following you? I thought I was super careful. Huh? Hey, don't be mistaken. I'm not that weird. Oh, the Horn of Sigord. You took the Trial of Shadow too, didn't you? Me too. I passed the test with my Black Spirit. So, why don't we go look for the traces of Kafris Journal together? You know, it's like traveling with the Black Spirit. It's lonely and dull, no? I don't know. I get along with them. Go on an adventure with Ataraxia, or don't leave on the adventure. I guess we'll leave on the adventure. Really? Are you sure? Do you know how to operate a ship? Do you cook? I have seasickness, so I can't operate a ship. What does that have to do with operating a ship? Well, you know, so we're leaving right away? Well then, I'll be waiting for you at the old wisdom tree. Let's meet up with that chatty owl is. I'll head over there first, so be quick to catch up, This is enemy territory. If we travel together, we'll attract unnecessary attention. Besides, you're the hero of Kamasilvia, the land of Ahib. The Ockers won't like it. Think about it. Hey, you're gonna follow her without discussing this with me? Get a hold of yourself. Two's company, three's a crowd. The Black Spirit is desperation incarnation, and desperation is the best offering to the darkness? Have you forgotten what the Ahib said already? Of course I'm different. What you and I have is truly special, but who knows, if the Black Spirit with her is anything like me? Suspicious that they want to be friends right after being caught. Think about it. Our first encounter began with them speaking behind our backs. They must have just used us until they get what they want and then betray us. Think carefully about whether you want her to be a companion or a pawn. Besides, we need to be heading over to Salun's border now to meet our daughter of Kafris. The Ahib journal said... The Ahib said about the journal is true. That Dark Knight, whether she waits for us at Old Wisdom Tree or not, that's her problem. Wait, aren't you the wing of Kamasilvia? This is Salun's border, a conflict zone with the Ahibs. I don't know how you ended up coming to this dangerous region, but you need to return to Old Wisdom Tree immediately. Did you say that you're going to cross the bridge yourself? No way, you're talking nonsense. Any rash act can provoke them. Our captured sisters will be in danger. This is a battlefield. No matter who you are, you cannot simply ignore the authority of the field commander. Look at their red eyes. They're obviously consumed by the forbidden power, and here we are making our stand against them. Soon the enemy's reinforcements will arrive through Duzak Tunnel. Before that, we need to make sure... What are you? You can't just go on like this. What use is reviving the light of Kamasilvia if they're still so weak? Spectrum Snows, thanks for the follow. The Ahib soldier seems to recognize you. Ha! Walking leisurely on the battlefield. It's you, isn't it? The one who received Kafris' journal from Commander Opensilla. What took you so long? Out taking a stroll? Hurry up and go inside. Kiana might be looking to get to sleep soon.
It is a good day to
Queen Sepher worries too much. How could those dumb Ganals distinguish us from the fallen ones? Huh? You, the here. I was waiting all over for you. Waiting all over? I knew you would come. Thanks to this one here, my sister and I could stretch our legs a bit, although we were misunderstood by those stupid Ganels. Hey, let's go off. This one is still wet behind the ears. Let her go. We need to get back to Thornwood's Forest soon. Is that Orwen?
Unbelief's command, I presume.
Let me make this clear. It was Orwen who crossed the border first. She's immature as always, just like when she was a child. How dare she? Where does she think she is? What? Come to see her nanny? If it weren't for Commander Opensilla, I would have killed her right away. Conduct your business. Get the hell out of here quick. Aren't you here to check out if your Kafris journal is real?
It is a good day to die by accident. How does it feel? You folks haven't been here in a long time, have you? Doesn't
Is
it
what Kiana
remind
said
you
true?
of the old
It is
days?
true that I crossed over the border first, but I had good reason. Wait, Orwen's the daughter of Kafris? Did we know that? Or is that new lore? Prince Catherine has returned to Mother's embrace, so the only person here that knows me is my nanny. She was a Vadir, and I heard she left for Odalita the day I left Princess Catherine. I may look Kamasilvian, but I was never one of them. I just wanted to find the person who raised me. Oh shit, I didn't see what that said. Even a foreigner like myself knew about the relationship with the Ganels and the Vadirs, so I told them that I hadn't come to fight, but I only wished to see my nanny. But they didn't want to hear what I had to say. I found out why when Kiana saved me. They looked like any other Ahib, but they were actually fallen ones. Odalita is simply misunderstood. This is an ancient darkness within the soil of Odalita. Some of us were consumed by the ancient darkness. We Ahib named them the Fallen Ones, and they have come to ostracize them. Ahibs gain power from the light from burning the sacred branch. Duzak Tunnel is currently occupied by the Fallen Ones, not Ahibs, but also the ones who attacked Orwen. Drafts no Opensilla. What? How do you know that name? The nanny I just spoke of was Opensilla. What? The fucking commander was Orwen's nanny? Although she doesn't look quite how as I remember her. Did she send you for me? Did she ask you to clear up the misunderstanding, perhaps? That means, did you go to the land of the Ahib? Opensilla said you're the daughter of Kafris. Kafris? Kafris, the old Kron Castle? I'm that alchemist's daughter? Okay, apparently she didn't know. I knew that I was deeply related to Kamasilvia in some way. Grandma Diego said that my father was from Kamasilvia. But I've never met my father, not even once. Who said such things? Pardon? It was open Salun. Joe Kafris journal. This cover, it looks the same as my father's journal. Grandma Diego gave me when I first visited Sylvia. She said it was the only book my father wrote in the human language, so I could read it. But back then, I didn't know how to read yet. From what I remember, the last time I saw it was in Queen Amelia declared the Hadums to be heresy and a war broke out. I had to leave Sylvia quickly as well, so I thought I lost the journal back then. Opensilla must have taken it. I remember this drawing. Yes, it's my father's journal. Shit, Orwen is the daughter of Kafris. Well, there you go. Are you done talking? You're really so suspicious. What, you don't think Commander Opensilla would lie to you? What, you should just scram while you still can. You're testing the extent of Commander Opensilla's mercy. He saved her life in a restricted area, and what, you accuse us of holding Ganel prisoner? That's funny. Since when did the Ganels ever care about Orwen? Unbelievable. Want to know about another interesting fact? Orwen was born between a Luthragon father and a human mother. She was so utterly scorned by the Ganels, who obsessed over pure bloodlines and such. Yeah, well, we didn't know they were racist. Unfortunately, she fell under the good graces of merciful Opensilla, and our poor Princess Catherine took her in and tended to her with all her heart. You didn't know any of this at all? Why do you think those vile Ganels came all the way to rescue one girl?
Lemuria guards.
Orwen is the only being used by the Ganels as an excuse to advance into our lands. Got it? She's simply serving as bait, perfect to stir up sympathies. There's no way the Ganels, content with their affluence, actually want a war. Look at them. They put so much effort into their appearance, and their strength is no match to ours. Brolina, that fool. We already know that Brolina's wolf roams these lands. I thought we wouldn't know they brought us the soldier to protect him. Apparently the wolf knows how to read earth symbols, but what if we find and slaughter that wolf? The queen would fall into despair, right? Anyways, as I said before, this here Salun's border already belonged to the Fallen Ones. We, the Ahibs, have long since withdrawn from here. Nothing to do with it. Go tell them. The patience of our queen, Sefer, has reached its limits. Pull back now if they don't want the grounds to be stained with their blood.
It is a good day to die by accident.
The hero of Sylvia, I never imagined I'd see you here. If you knew that I was here, did Saint Anbelith send for you by any chance? The Ahibs, really? It can't be. They've been playing along all this time?
Astonishing. I didn't think I could meet the
I still need more time. This is one of the forgotten ruins of the Gyphins. Queen Berlina hopes that we can be allied with the Gyphins, just like the Ahibs colluded with the Salun. At the time of the pact between Gyphin and fairies, the Ganels didn't know the Earth's language. On the other hand, we, Luthergons, the Watchers of the Earth, have often spoken that language in Adur. We believe that there is something wrong with that pact, something that just doesn't feel right. For now, I understand perfectly about the Ahib's intentions. Would you be able to call Tabaleko, the Tooth Fairy, at Lemuria Guard Post for me?
You must learn the Earth's language.
What? I gotta go all the way back to Lemuria? Oh wow, I guess it's just right over there. Who knew? Kamisil was right there the whole time. Or not Kamisil, Odalita. Huh? Hey! You're in big trouble. I heard you rescued that Ganel from captivity. Everyone's panicking. How could the hero of Sylvia? Everyone's talking about how you got out of the enemy camp unscathed, wondering if you're secretly in league with the Ahibs or something. Harufus? How do you know him? Oh, okay. The Ahibs. Hi chat, hi Biohack. Hello. Marketplace storage? Yeah, one sec. St. Anbelith said she'd be here in person soon. Oh, come to think of it, please do me a favor while we wait. Orwen is being transferred to Grana to be interrogated before she goes. She asked me a favor. The Ahibs of the Duzak Tunnel, the fallen ones, she asked me to find something stolen from them. But let's be real, how am I supposed to do something like that? Not even Lemuria guards can barely handle them. But I heard you walked out of the pack of Ahibs without a scratch, so would you be able to find it on my behalf? Costumes? Yeah. I've got like $16,000 worth of costumes in this storage room. We got enhancing wind? I don't know. It might be a while, man. I'm not sure. I kind of don't really want to go investing in gear right now. But I know everyone wants me to do it, so maybe I will. They've got Pen incoming? Probably not Pen, no. Oh wow, thank you so much. Sigh, I'm not good at turning down someone's request. Actually, it was my first time seeing Orwen. Why did the Hebes change like that? They certainly didn't look like that before. Oh, St. Ambolith is here. Wow, you're in trouble now.
These are Hebes, they have no scouts.
Huh, I think we're in big trouble. See, everybody's talking about us. The hero who brought light to Kama Sylvia is in fact secretly in league with the Ahibs. That will be a quick shock to them. Quite the shock to them. Nice voice acting. Thanks. Thugsden, thanks for the follow. The old tree captain is here. Heh. By the looks of it, I think she'll ask you a lot of questions. Long time no see, Wing of Kama Sylvia. Do you remember the day I showed you Princess Catherine's journal? Queen summons. I remember the day I was walking along Okiara River while looking at the Salun border from the other side. This is the very place where we lost half of Lemuria forces, not long after the Ahibs fled to the arid land. Did you meander around the enemy territory as the Wing of Kama Sylvia, even though you knew the cold story of this border? Never occurred to you how that would make us appear as a joke to them? Everyone is worried about the ramifications of your journey. Her Majesty Queen Berlina Ornet has summoned you to Grandiha. You need to run over to the Oracle of Sylvia and Grandiha this instant. Well, alright then. They're not happy. I'm not happy about my adventures. Oops. Well, Orwen's here. Grandia, the Flower of Sylvia. Oracle of Sylvia is a place built in preparation for the Ahib invasion. Wing of Kama Sylv, it is unfortunate to see you regarding such a scandalous matter. Salun's border is within Odalita, the land of the Ahibs. Everyone has seen you freely roam through the enemy territory. What is more, some say that you even went to Talabar's Rope, a deeper part of the land of Odalita. I wish to tell you that. I wish you tell us the truth. I wish you to tell us the truth. Along with Orwen here, who was recently held captive by the Ahibs. Listen to what Orwen claims. It's true that my visit to Odalita has endangered the relationship between the two nations, but I was not a captive to the Ahibs. They saved me from the Fallen Ones. Have they not fallen enough already? Why do you call them the Fallen Ones? My nanny, Opensilla, used to tell me how the ancient darkness seeps into the land of Odalita. She said those who succumbed to the ancient darkness were called the Fallen Ones. But if those stories were true, does that mean the Ahibs of Duzak Tunnel are the Fallen Ones? Perhaps they are no longer the Burning Ones who remember. Perhaps they can no longer be reasoned with. Yes, they must have changed. Kama Sylv has a grave misunderstanding about the situation. Even if your words were true, there's no misunderstanding. They became enemies from the moment they burned the Kama Sylv. So much faith in the nanny's words. Opensilla is the Ahib that burned the Kama Sylv. Seems there's no need to pursue the matter further, for blood does not lie. This is the sun and the moon opposing each other. That one's future has changed entirely from this henceforth, for a single lie can change an entire moment, yet cannot change one's fate. The Ahib don't seem to be completely lying. Odalita was originally the land of the ancient kingdom or Zeka, a land that did not receive the blessing of us fairies, the darkest land in this world never to be spoken of. Do you remember the ancient Nark stone tablet, recorded by Princess Catherine, which you retrieved? I beg you, do not abandon my beloved daughters, wet their arid hearts, not their arid land. Valtara, who became a great mountain, Okiara, who became a river, although I cannot see them, I could feel them. Same with the Nark spirit who went to Odalita with the Ahibs. A dry wind blowing from the east. What's up, Moxpill? There was a faint scent of flowers from the wind, but for some reason a wall was built. I could no longer smell the flowers or feel the dry wind. Perhaps it is because of the Fallen Ones. We've been with the spirits and fairies for a long time under Mother's protection. Orwen, we acknowledge that the Ahib saved you from the ones who became the Fallen Ones, but that doesn't mean we think they've changed because of you. I'm sure they had certain reasons to save you. You are not to leave Kama Sylvia at once, and never set... Oh, you are to leave Kama Sylvia at once, and never set foot in your mother's forest from this point forward. Your selfishness has led all of your sisters to worry. Do you not know the tense situation between the two nations? Because of your childish notion to reunite with the nanny of your childhood, many allied fathers and sisters had to shed their own blood. He's not happy about that. Could have ended with a brief standoff, but it quickly escalated to armed conflict. You know what this means? A conflict broke out without clear reason. This just shows how deep the tension between our countries was. When I dethroned Amelia Ornette, who had turned a blind eye to Comisilv and executed her elite guards, the Ainels, one by one. Oh shit, she's fucking brutal. I focused on only one thought, that consequences matter the most. The process wasn't important to me. I've made and broke us countless relationships along the way. Each and every one of them yield another loss or gain. Here at this Oracle of Sylvia, we have some people missing. Open-Scylla, once Orwen's nanny, is also one of them. Bitch, yeah. If Open-Scylla's soldiers had opened the way to you, I suppose you'd have met her much earlier. But how is that our hero of Comisilv, who was called into the Ahib's land? Open-Scylla, she's the one who stole our treasure and ran away. A treasure about the first one who tore up Mother's root and came to this world. What was your reason to meet her? No, what did she promise to give you in exchange for setting foot in their territory? Endless power. You feel someone run behind you. Oh, hey, it's Dark Knight. Obsidian Ashes, Ataraxia. Greetings to Her Majesty Queen Berlina. What Fakkel received from her is the Horn of Sigurd, the Shadow of Nightmares, that is all. Everyone is looking at Ataraxia dumbfounded. They seem to be wondering about what it is. That is the monster of Shadow, created by the Shadow Knights and the Ahibs. Sigurd's horn is a trophy obtained from defeating it, which serves as a permit that allows one to enter Odalita. The monster of Shadow? The forbidden arena that was sealed? My queen, are you alright? You don't look so well. No, please continue, O departed sister of the moon. What was this monster for? God, armor enhancing win. I don't even have one yet, so probably not for a long time. Listen to Ataraxia's response. For Vuhura Kahaliak Hadum, the spirit of darkness that consumed Comisilvia, my queen. Light has returned to Comisilv, thus no darkness can dare set foot in this land. How dare you say that name? How can we fight a darkness with another darkness? Ha! Who left the forest? We who left the forest no longer follow you, my queen, but we took the oath of the Obsidian Ashes to protect Comisilv. How could I lie in front of our mother? What Open-Scylla gave Fakkel was Sigurd's horn, proof of passing their trial. That's it, nothing more or less. My queen, you must look at the greater darkness. The Ganels and Vidirs fought together against the spirit of darkness, although we ended up in a deep fog of misunderstanding. Time continues to flow, and the shadow of this world is approaching. Please do not punish Fakkel, who grabbed the hand of the enemy, for it was to stop the greater darkness. Ataraxia, I've heard your story, but how do you know about Fakkel? Because I took the trial of Shadow too. For a black spirit also dwells within me. Ataraxia, what is it that you want? Who brought you all the way here to make such a speech? The map of Odalita, your majesty. I've heard that you've completed the map of the arid land. It was during your 4 years as a hostage in Odalita. Oh, I'm not being too blunt now, am I? Ha, I guess not everyone knew about that. And about Fakkel, we used to agree to go on an adventure together. What am I to do now if one of us is unjustly imprisoned? Dark Knight Ataraxia, how do you know about this? We are the Dark Knights, the Vidirs, who made a vow to protect Comisilv. The darkness to come this time will completely shatter the Mother's light. And the Ahibs are the only ones who are preparing for the looming darkness. We, the Dark Knights, are also rallying around Chief Erethel. Do you remember her, the chief of the Dark Knights, who swore the Tooth Fairy, Chief Remetaranasam, to protect Comisilv? Most of the Dark Knight's sisters were eaten by the Black Spirits. Oh shit. But there are a few sisters who succeeded in having a symbiotic relationship. We don't question anyone's past, neither that of the Ockers and Rangers, of Queen Amalia, who persecuted us, nor Ahibs, who burned the Comisilv. They burned Comisilv to drive out the spirits of darkness, but if the shadow is to return once more, it is not more important than such old grudges. Your Majesty, you know about this better than anyone, don't you? That, in fact, the secret to fight darkness lies in Odalita? Everyone leave the Oracle of Sylvia. Fakkel, you too. Leave here at once. You can look around Grandiha for a while. I will call you later. Dark Knight Ataraxia, you stay right here. Well, alrighty then. Enjoying video. Thanks for the call. Wow, that really was intense. Did we get involved in some family feud? We should never have gotten out of that sky balloon Grana back then, but the Dark Knight, she seemed to know a lot of things. Love the lore reading. Can't bring myself to read BDL lore. Yeah, I think you're not alone there. Wasn't she rather outspoken against the Queen? I felt the Queen was afraid of something. And I think Ataraxia knows what that is. Besides, why did she not reveal the Kafris journal in our possession? The Vidirs once also belonged to Comisilv, didn't they? Let's take a look around here and ask people about Ataraxia.
This is such an interesting place.
Ask about Ataraxia. Ataraxia, aha, I remember. She was quite the odd Vidir. So affectionate towards the Commissylve. Affectionate towards the tree? One day, days where the moon was covered by the clouds, she tended to the branches burnt by the Hebes. If other Vidirs had seen this, she would have been in big trouble. We can handle the future by reflecting on the past. There must be a way to get through these harsh times.
Were the princesses interested in history? Well,
Papu expansion?
Princess Catherine loved history for certain.
Want to see a +5 falling guy? That's not going to happen. Ataraxia, I've never met her in person, but according to Mommelies, I heard she was very honest and unhindered. Once there was a class at the Library of Grana about the story of spirits who blessed us. When someone started to snore. It was Ataraxia. She said that she couldn't help it because the class was so boring. The musical spirits were teaching began to cry, and the two fairies scolded her for being ungrateful and being so rude. That's hilarious. She made the little musical spirits cry. Once the seed of suspicion sprouts, take a step and observe from afar. Question about reopen Grandiha. I am Jezebel, Grandiha's high priestess of education, and the high priestess. As the high priestess, I welcome you to Grandiha. So, are you curious why Grandiha has been reopened? If so, I think you should try talking to the people in Grandiha. Though conversing with them, you should be able to work out reason all on your own. Talking to the guard Captain Hilda would be a good start. Go along then. Go talk to Captain Hilda.
When a seed of distrust is planted
Ask
in your
about
heart,
Ataraxia. Ataraxia, that troublemaker? I haven't heard that name in a while. At the time, only Princess could enter Grandiha. She was full of curiosity. She was quite intelligent as well. She did anything and everything she could.
Although we are at odds with our Hebes right now.
If you need maintenance of your ship in Grandiha, leave it to
I
me.
know nothing about the sea.
You've been looking around here and there in the whole Grandiha. What is with that book? Over so soon, you say? Oh wait, this is Ataraxia. I wasn't paying attention. There's no need to talk for so long with that boring queen. Haha, what am I doing here? I'm looking for a ship bound for Odalita. Oh, we can take a ship to Odalita? For true intentions. Well, you don't have to thank me. Thanks to your troublesome situation, I got this map. Let's just say we're even now. What's with that dumbfounded look? Oh, our Kafris journey. Well, I don't know. I think this map looks more interesting than a lame old man's book. Do you know what kind of land that is? I won't go. I don't know what terrible fate awaits us. Now, I said I'll pay you well. I already know too much about Lamut Gang, okay? So I know that you've been to Odalita's Starry Midnight Port, and I also know that you rescued 2 kids from there as well. Oh, well, we're not going to wait for you, though. I know. I'm such a know-it-all. Don't worry, once you reach there, I'll just drop us off, and your job is complete. Okay, so that's great. What? So her goal is to get that map to begin with? That's why she's been acting so friendly to us? Yeah. I know you said you shouldn't be swayed by her, but we need to follow her. I feel like I'll regret it big time if we miss that ship. I mean, think about how she embarrassed the queen in front of everyone. I think she knows something we don't. Let's talk to her again. Well, now the Black Spirit wants to hang out. What? You want to tag along? Are you hitting on me or something? Ha! And I thought you had a lover already. You know that Ganel? What was her name? Orwen? I thought she was your lover or something. Oh, she's not? You were like Prince Charming on a white horse, walking towards her back at Salun's border. Oh, well. I guess you totally forgot about me back there. I was waiting for you so long at Old Wisdom Tree, remember? Oh, shit. Oh, that's a guest looking for you. I see. Then I'll take my leave. Actually, I known to hang out. I actually known to hang on to grudges. Bye. Wait, what? Her Royal Majesty awaits. Woo! To the lighthouse which bears the heart of Grandiha. How's it going? It's going pretty good. Queen Brolina Ornette has summoned you. The wing of Commissylvia, Pooh. The highest place in Grandiha. The mind-reflecting lighthouse. She said come alone, Pooh.